You know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific play.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Allen out there with Paul, and it's Navarro in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Joakim Noah is checked in for Taj Gibson, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And that one's good by Butler.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. The drive by Paul and the slam by Blake Griffin.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And Los Angeles guys shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Jordan the screen. Navarro down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the Clippers.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court. His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that you know, just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Clippers have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Paul against Rose. Griffin a screen on Rose. Paul passes to Navarro. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal.
Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
And Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
Butler dishes to Rose. Pass to Gasol. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Dunleavy kicks to Gasol. Butler on the wing. Noah with a screen for Butler. Rose with the ball. Chris Paul covering.
You know, the big thing for the Clippers is that they won some big games in Staples over tough opponents. I mean, also won 6 of their last 7 to secure the 3 seed in the West.
Up top, Griffin. The 19-foot shot. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Bulls trail by 4. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And one issue with the Clippers at home is that it didn't feel like they were at home. But Blake Griffin said home court advantage is just not there for us. And this is on the heels of a loss where the crowd was cheering for the other team louder than the Clippers at times.
Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Outside Gasol. Kicks to Dunlap. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. Number 5, the Bulls.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few blocked shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
Can't stuff the alley-oop home. Rose passes to Butler, and he hits it to tie the game up. Butler's got... Got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's Paul. Back to Allen. Jordan against Noah. Here's Navarro. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. The strategy included running the offense through Noah. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Cleveland. Crawford is screen on Brooks. Redick dishes to Crawford. Johnson sends the screen for Crawford to the paint. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Crawford. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Smith. Oh, wow. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Clippers leading by 4. And here's Redick. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clock at 6. Johnson left side. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Johnson the screen. It's Redick on the wing. Smith kicks to Redick. Dishes it to Crawford. Bangs home the trifecta.
A lot of space. right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The drive by Brooks. Second chance shot. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gibson.
You know, really doing a good job of getting into the teeth of that defense here.
That's 6 of their last 10 coming from inside the paint.
Smith with a screen on Heinrich. There's the screen. Crawford outside, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
This all setting the pick for Brooks. And Heinrich has it in the corner. It's stolen by Smith. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Redick with the 3. Mirajic grabs the miss.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Heinrich from outside. Shot is off. Nice D from Crawford. Clippers leading by 5. Passes it to Johnson. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gibson the screen. Heinrich with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Mirotic's shot is off.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
There's Crawford with the 3 and released it in time, but it's off the mark. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Los Angeles on top. Ups.
Hey, Kevin.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.